I ain't have to kick that man in his nuts. I chose to kick him in his baddest tag team on the planet.
How dare you?
Tell me I got the voice of an angel.
Leave Britney Spears alone right now.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel.
It's time for the great podcast with your host, Randy Howell and Jason Pelt. And we are good to go. We are live, folks. It is a good day. Jason Peltz, Randy Howell. Well, maybe I should reset that. Jason Peltz and Randy Howell at the helm, ready to take charge of your day and provide you with quality radio entertainment.
Does that mean we're co-hosts?
We're co-hosts.
Yay.
Yes, that's what it means. Welcome, everybody. We are broadcasting, well, not live. We're live right now, but you're listening to this recorded. So we are broadcasting coast to coast in the U.S. of A.
We should do something about that.
And around the world.
So we can be live and not be liars.
We can do a live one. I suppose that wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah.
I bet you both of our listeners would appreciate it, too. Yeah, we just have to
more listeners for Romania.
Just have to let them know. Do you know in California, 45% of our listeners are in California? California.
I wonder why.
I don't know. We're well, you know what? It's the entertainment capital of the United States.
But it's weird because those people don't fluoridate their water or clean their ears.
Oh. I didn't know that. Well,
they use candling, and that's not cleaning your ears. It's just shoving more wax in your ears.
Okay. Yeah. And it's probably a natural wax of some sort.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's locally sourced beeswax.
Okay. I'm sure it is. Yay. So if you are in the California area, go ahead, slap like. That's my Davey 504. Slap like and subscribe. Do it now. I will wait for you.
You're going to be waiting a long time.
I appreciate it. Thank you. No, they did it. I saw the button.
Uh-huh.
Hey, also, I would like to do, and next in line is folks from Texas, believe it or not.
Wow.
So we have a very liberal state and a very conservative state, both fans of the great podcast. So if you are in Texas, please slap like.
What are you doing?
And subscribe.
Slap at the base.
Slap. No, he says slap like.
Slap at the base.
Slap at the base. There's a bunch of little Davey 504 things that are stuck in my head, but I can't remember them because I had a wonderful life in high school.
Really? So, does he also say, "Do you know the way"?
No, I don't think
that's sad.
Yeah. If you watched the Davey 504, you'd know what I was talking about. The guy's really creative. I like watching
him. Yeah, he's good.
And he's...
It's just not my style of music.
Slapping?
Yeah, I don't do that. I like to play with a pick most of the time.
Not approved, is what he would say.
I don't care what he says.
Well, you should. So, anyway... But we are really close. So he's at, I think, 6 million listeners, and we're really close to that as well. 6 million subscribers on YouTube, and we're just shy of that. We're at 10. So go ahead, slap that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're listening to us on the YouTube, and we want to catch up to them as quickly as we can. We appreciate your participation.
That's big news.
Big news. So we have an unusual podcast. This is one that Jason brought up, and he said, hey, I want to talk about drugs that are, used in rituals that, are not common, I guess you'd say, right?
Don't blame me for this.
Yeah, it's all you.
No.
I'm not blaming you. I'm giving credit where credit is due.
Blame.
You're getting credit for your great idea.
I feel like you're being a blame thrower now.
I'm sorry, but you have the right to have your feelings.
Well, I have to pretend to be liberal, like our California brethren, so I have to talk about my feels.
Oh, this podcast just changed. What do you mean pretend to be liberal?
I'm not as liberal as you seem to think.
No,
I'm a libertarian, not a Democrat.
Oh, okay. All right. My mistake. I'm sorry. Why are you yelling today? You are peaking the hell out of the levels.
Well, we had a YouTube comment that said, Jason's hard to hear.
Well, you are.
Guess what?
It doesn't mean you have to
Can
yell.
you hear me now?
It doesn't mean you have to. Which one's yours? I think you're in 4. I'm just going to bring you down a bit.
Well, it could be 2 because I've recently lost 28 pounds.
Oh, yes, that's
And
right.
So maybe it's cleared up my lung capacity.
Oh, the kids
Less
are happy
fat
too.
Pressing down on my chest.
Nice. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, man.
I said you looked thinner when you got here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice.
thanks. Well, I mean, to do it, I had to.
It was quite a feat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital.
Right. I get it.
Oh.
Unless you want to just spill it out here, or spill your guts.
I mean, I had gastric bypass.
There you go.
and
All right.
It's all good, but it's probably the best thing I ever did for myself.
Yeah.
Like, hands down.
Back surgery was the best thing I've ever done for myself.
Because, like, I'm glad to hear it, but I've been struggling with my weight for, like, over
Yeah.
a decade.
Yeah.
And, like, I tried everything, and this was probably the scariest thing, but probably the best thing I ever did for myself.
That's good, dude. That's great.
You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
real
always
funny.
Up.
So
I'm
check
always
this
up
out.
for funny stories.
So I'm getting ready for my operation
right.
on the 7th.
Okay.
And I'm like, my partner, she dropped me off, and
Oh
she
my
was
God,
like,
dude! Did you really just say partner?
Yeah.
And you're not a liberal.
okay, my fiance, whatever.
Your domestic hetero life partner?
No, she's a she, and she dropped me off and then went to work. And because, I mean, what's the point of hanging around a waiting room, right?
Right.
With a bunch of people that could possibly have COVID for like who knows how long, even
Right.
though they said your surgery will be 3.5 hours.
Right.
Like, okay,
They could find a box of Lucky Charms in there,
Yeah.
and who knows?
whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting ready, and I'm scrubbing down, and I'm in my gown, and they have this tube, and they're like, oh, you can hook up the tube to stay warm. And I'm like, this is bullshit.
What do you mean tube?
Yeah, there's a tube that blows air into your gown while you're sitting on the bed to keep you comfortable. I'm like,
Oh.
this is stupid, so I tore it off.
The
Right.
gown.
No, the tube.
Oh, the tube. Oh.
Yeah, and so I'm kind of nervous, right? Because I've
Yeah.
never been under anesthesia before.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Well, I'm kind of freaking out.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Right. And then the the surgeon comes in. He's like, hey, he's a cool guy. He's like, you don't look like your normal chill self. You okay? And I was like, I just have the jitters.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, I'll send in the anesthesiologist.
We'll get that
And-
shit taken care of right now.
Well, I don't know that, and it's getting closer to noon when they're gonna perform the surgery, and I'm kind of spazzing out, and she goes, hey, you good? And I'm like, no. Like, I don't think this is for me. And I had signed all the paperwork,
Right.
like giving them all the signatures.
So
to
you
do the
got cold
surgery.
feet.
I did.
That's what the
And
tube was for. To
I
warm 'em
got
up.
up. I got up and started getting my clothes. And she's like, do you want a cocktail? And I was like, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Right. Not thinking of what she's thinking.
Right.
And so
Yeah. serve
I'm
me
getting
up.
my clothes. Right. I'm out of the bed trying to get my clothes. All right, so I'm out of the bed trying to get my clothes, and she comes back and she pushes this cocktail into my IV.
Yeah.
That is literally the last thing I remember. of
Bye-bye.
her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're telling me after the surgery, like, what happened. And so I wake up and I've got 6 holes in my gut.
Oh.
And I'm like, what in the fuck just happened?
Right.
And
So we'll hit the explicit button on
Oh,
this one.
sorry.
That's all right.
well, that's what I said. And the lady, the surgical nurse, is like, welcome back.
Yeah?
You had your surgery. And I'm like, what?
That's already done?
Yeah. and the
Can
surgeon,
I have another cocktail then?
the surgeon, the anesthesiologist come in. I'm like, hey, you did great, but funny story. And I'm like, what? And
You're
they're
a
like,
girl now.
we had a hell of a time getting you back in your bed because you were literally trying to leave. And then we're wheeling you to the OR and you're vacillating between, yeah, let's do this, I think I'm gonna go now
Jeez, dude.
until they knocked me out.
Right?
I don't remember any of it. But it was funny because my surgeon, he goes, "Hey, you signed all the paperwork. You're mine now."
Ah,
And he's like, I hope it was a good experience.
you're lucky they didn't use the medieval anesthesia and just a hammer to the head. See you, bud.
Yeah, but I would do it again.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like fun. Why not? I'd do it again.
But it's weird that I was conscious and raging all the way to the OR.
Yeah.
And I don't remember any of it.
Really? Yeah, you won't, because I don't know what I'm sure they don't use fentanyl but it, you don't remember that stuff because that drug does something to your brain.
But it was fast, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm on my feet, and all of a sudden I'm like, what?
Yeah. I know when I've had back surgery, I've had my tonsils taken out, and I had a colon bypass, or what do you call it, resection.
Yeah.
So I've had 3 pretty big surgeries, and each time it's okay, so we've given you the you're gone. You are just like, I'm a lightweight. Whatever they use, it's like, whatever, just, we don't have to talk. Just give it to me and I'll do the rest, I'll go to sleep.
Now, dude, your surgeons come to you after the surgery and like give you a play-by-play?
So they do. I've been fortunate enough to have my wife there each time the surgeon comes in, so she kind of recaps for me later. Because when you wake up, you're kind of out of it, and
I wasn't.
Yeah, I was
totally like aware.
Oh,
was
yeah, they'll
weird.
come in and tell you, like, I remember when I got my tonsils out, my doctor's like, "How you doing? How you feeling?" And you can't really talk, and he goes, "Do you hate me?" And I remember nodding, yeah, this hurts. But I was younger. I think I was 12 or so. And then my colon resection, that one was a little fuzzy because I guess that was a pretty long surgery, 5 or 6 hours, I think, for that one. And that, doctor, I remember he came in and, "Hey, you did great," and I was back to sleep, that kind of thing. And then my wife kind of said, they took 8 inches out of you and all that. And I was like, wow. And then for my back surgery, it was kind of the same thing. Just, "How you feeling? You did good. It was a long surgery. We did this and this." And they had to go in through the front and then move all my guts around, work on my spine, zip me up, flip me over, and then do the back surgery on the back. And so it was a big surgery, but I don't like having and it wasn't laparoscopic. There wasn't holes.
Yeah.
This was, there's a good
Mine
war
was
wound.
100% laparoscopic.
Yeah, this was a good war wound that I have. And anytime you do that, it, all right, we got to get you up. You got to walk around, go to the bathroom, whatever. And it's like, I hate having my stomach worked on because it feels like, one cough and your guts are on the floor, right? It just feels like that, like this weird. Anyway, but yeah, surgeries are. Yeah. That anesthesia is pretty cool. It's fun, and did we sign a HIPAA release so we could discuss this or
It's
anything?
fine.
Do we have
it's
to?
my story.
Oh, okay.
But no, the nurses, like all the nurses at the hospital, were like, they got so angry with me, like all of a sudden, because like they go, "Are you getting up to go to the bathroom?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm a 47-year-old man. I'm gonna get up and take a piss in the toilet." And they're like, "No, you need to use this can." I was like, "You didn't tell me to use this can, and I'm not sitting in my bed to use this can."
Right.
So I'll go to the bathroom and I'll use the can. And they're like, "Okay."
Do you think that's why they call the bathroom the can?
Maybe. But they were like, "You're filling this up like all the time." It's like, I gotta go,
do
man.
I get a sticker? What happened? So what are we doing?
You're having me drink like a ton of water.
Yeah.
Right? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And they're just like,
I don't know.
whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, yeah, it was a good experience. But like,
Oh, good, man.
my doctor, he'd come in. His play-by-play was like he would point to where the laparoscopic site, and he'd go, "Yeah, we reached up in here and cut out all this crap and pulled it out here." And I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
like I don't need to know this, man."
Yeah. Just, can I buy the DVD? What's
Yeah, but he's like, "Yeah, we had 3 hours scheduled for the surgery. We got it done in 2
Oh, good.
because he did a great job of losing weight before your surgery."
Cool.
And he's like, "This is the fastest I've done it in years."
Oh, good for you. So you had time to play 9 holes or what?
Nah, he's a cool guy, man. He
Yeah.
like plays piano.
It's just the doctor's golfing joke
Yeah.
is all that was.
No, he
really.
plays piano, and he's like, I told him if I make it, I will come to his house and play "Bat Out of Hell" by Meatloaf on his piano.
Nice.
And he's like, yes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but he does dueling pianos downtown.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, like my surgeon does the dueling pianos downtown.
That's fun. There's a place in Lodo in Denver, lower downtown in Denver, a place called Sing Sing we used to go to on the weekends, and then they'd have 2 pianos facing each other,
Yeah.
you know, and then they had a guy on like some kind of electric drum thing, you know, and it was great, man. It was a good, entertaining evening. I loved going down there. I thought it was great, and they, you know, play little bits of every freaking song in the world,
Yeah.
you know, but it was good.
There's one in Coeur d'Alene, and it was me and my lady. We went down there and for like last July, and we're like finding a place to have some food and have a couple drinks, and so we played a cover. I was like, oh god, because this older dude's over there playing Rocket Man.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh god damn it, I hate that song.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's a great song, dude.
Stupid song. And there's this kid
Yeah.
who looks just like Andrew WK.
Oh.
I mean, down to like the hair, the
might
white
have been him.
clothes.
Who knows?
I don't know. I didn't get close enough to get a look at him.
Yeah.
But you could scan the QR code and put in a request.
Yeah.
And so my lady loves the rap.
Oh.
And so I was like, play California. And he's like, I've never done this, but I'm gonna give it a shot. And he starts playing, you know, the main riff, and he's like, California
Oh, nice. And he
knows
just,
how to party.
he just went right into it.
Yeah, it was funny. And she's like, oh my god.
So
It was great.
when I was in Denver, I was kind of into my Buddy Rich jazz kind of phase, and there's this guy playing guitar in a bar, and he was pretty good, and it was great. And I thought, you know what? Let's stump this guy. I bet you he doesn't know Norwegian Wood. It was a Beatles song, right?
Yeah.
But Buddy Rich covered it and did a great job. And so I laid $20 out, and I said,
Who's Buddy Rich?
"You're gonna get struck." Slap like if you know who Buddy Rich is.
Like.
So, anyway, so the guy's like, "Oh, Norwegian Wood," and he played me like a fiddle. And he started playing it.
Yeah.
He's just like, "I'll take my 20 now." I'm like, "Yes, sir. You earned it." And he did a great job playing the song. It was wonderful.
It's good.
But Norwegian Wood's a fun song, and usually you can stump people with that. But Jason, we've gone way over,
We have.
and we haven't even gotten to our main topic of the.
Don't we have
of
an
the
ad
podcast.
break?
Well, that's what we're over. Yeah, we got to do a quick ad from our sponsors, Northwest Blends Coffee. Coffee roasted when you order it. We'll be right back to the Northwest Blends studio in just a minute. Hang tight. Hey, folks, Randy from the Great Podcast. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast, and we appreciate it. Now take a moment and visit our sponsor, nwblends.com. nwblends.com offers the freshest coffee you can get available today. It's awesome. Coffee from around the world brought to you and roasted when you order it. The coffee, that's it. They don't roast it weeks or months in advance. They roast it when you order it so you get the freshest coffee available. Single origin or blended coffee, it's up to you. Drip, you can get it in toddy, espresso, or beans if you like to grind your own. nwblends.com. This is the place to get your coffee. Maybe you're not a coffee drinker. That's okay. They've got you covered. Coffee is available as a gift. If you want to give the gift of coffee to somebody this holiday season, do it. nwblends.com. You can even just buy a gift card and let them buy their own coffee. This place is fantastic, folks. You're going to love it. nwblends.com. Great sponsor of the great podcast. You should try it. You're going to love it.